Strange pets and stranger worlds, as the Boom Boys have helped Tristram with a pest on their farm that turned out to be a lesser dream parasite in the form of a raccoon. With Tristram now able to sleep, the Boom Boys entered their dream and already have found themselves in a dreamy maze of memories with swords, knightings, and festivities. They just cleared a group of tainted wolves and now find themselves in a Fey celebration. Will they be able to help Tristram find peace? All this in Grim Hollow Boom Boys Session 28, Dreams of the World Beyond, The Dripping Wound. Steve, go ahead and take inspiration. And I think everybody used theirs last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go ahead and let Chris be the other one to get his inspiration back. We'll make the brothers do it next time because we're missing a brother right now.
Already?
Ugh. So yeah, um, last time we left off, y'all were in the middle of this Fey celebration, and y'all had just killed a bunch of creatures, and now the festivities have kind of reignited. Um, and so this you kind of see as like these pixies and other like Fey wild creatures start to regather as if nothing happened. Like they didn't even realize you were fighting. And like you've got some satyrs playing their pipes. You got like the dryads kind of like being flirty with some of the guests. You even see some hags who are just kind of cackling to themselves as they enjoy the food on the table.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I was just kind of describing everything that you see. You got, yeah. You didn't really miss any. I mean,
Okay.
just the different type of fey creatures. You got satyrs, hags, and dryads all kind of gathered together, having food, drinking nectar, having a good laugh. Yeah, pretty good times all around.
Already?
In one corner of this large table, because there's you've got a large table, just a single large table in the middle, right? Just a reminder, it's basically or sorry, you have a few tables, but they're like crossed. But it's almost like it's building one big table. But you like on a far end of the table, you see an elf, which kind of stands out as she's the only one that's not like a fey wild creature here.
Interesting.
Alright.
I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna be the first one to go over there.
And she's like strumming. You see her like strumming a lute.
Okay.
Are y'all just watching? Anybody approach?
Yeah,
Or...
I assume we're watching because we've got no.
Yeah, y'all are completely like confused now because y'all just killed a bunch of things, but now the bodies also aren't even there, and like everybody else just is acting like, oh, we've been just partying this whole time.
That's yep. That's normal, even for me.
At this moment, I think like reconsidering things, Boone will mutter something that sounds like fucking bards. Then he'll walk over.
Yeah, and so she's kind of leaning back, and you hear her kind of going, "Follow, follow the sword."
Good to know.
Yeah,
Any
normally
spot around here?
these. Hmm?
Not otherwise. Looking around, any other loose swords like the one from the tree, or no?
Give me a perception or investigation.
I'm
Either will do.
I'm a, I'm gonna use perception.
I will also show
Okay.
y'all the bard that y'all see, so that way y'all
Oh,
can actually
Ah,
see.
alrighty.
oh,
Let's see what we got. Got a 5. Um, you're kind of
Nice.
looking around, and you think you see a knife on the table, but it doesn't have the it doesn't have the traditional because when you think sword, you think
mm,
almost a cross shape, right? Because you think the hilt
Yeah.
with
yeah.
the cross guard, but you're like, there's no cross guard, so it can't be this knife. But that's the only blade around here.
Hmm.
All right.
I
Well,
guess could I give an investigation a go?
Yeah, nothing stopped. Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
hold on, Seth, you were roboting on me. What was that?
okay, another story we've had is like pointing north, so I guess like if nothing else works, we'll just head that way again because why not?
Maybe. Yeah.
How's that for an investigation?
A 28, that will do. You realize that the table is actually put together like a
Oh.
like a sword. You actually notice that the intersection of these tables is almost like the hilt crossguard, and you've got like the blade, um, and it's actually if you were to follow it like you did the previous swords that you've done, the blade of the table kind of leads west.
Interesting. I guess upon making this observation, I'd be like, huh. I mean, I've heard of sitting at a round table, but never sitting at a sword table.
Hmm?
A, a
The,
sword
the
table.
table.
A sword table.
Yes, look at it. The shape of it. It's in the shape of a sword. I've heard of the round table, but never the sword table. Even
Huh.
a square table, but a sword table? How unique.
All right.
Did y'all actually talk to the
I
bard, or
guess
did you just listen to her?
Oh,
just
I was just,
listen.
I made an observation of the room.
Um, he told they told me to
Most times in my dreams, I don't really listen to the music. It just plays.
follow the
Don't.
follow follow the sword is what they said. Sir Tristram.
Got it. Whew,
Hmm.
all right.
Did did you
Well,
know did you know them?
guess we'll follow that.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
did we know?
they're anyway. Not gonna tell this person that they're in like a dream memory thing.
Um, I knew Sir Tristram.
Hmm.
Oh,
How'd
what
you
a
know?
lucky fella you are.
Uh, are y'all also lost?
I'm always
At
lost,
the
but that's just
moment.
normal.
I'm pretty sure most of us are pretty lost. Always.
Do you
We
mind if
make it though.
do you mind if I work with you?
Looks at
So what you
Boone
Not
implying?
at all.
immediately.
As long as you're not
Not
a creature of some sort.
Boone says while loading his gun. Sorry.
Knocks it back one good time.
Happens.
No, come along.
Well,
Okay.
I'm Alin.
All right.
I was traveling with.
Hello, and
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Last thing I remember was traveling with Tristram through here.
Well, I'm sure we'll run into him again sometime.
But it seems y'all have figured out the path, I guess.
I mean, the sword
Yeah.
ports that way. And you said something about follow the sword, so we should go the other way.
West it is.
Yes.
West Philadelphia.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
All right, one of y'all is getting tossed out like Jazzy Jeff.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all follow the west path, right? And you find yourself enter a small pond area that was once rested in this clearing, but is now dried up into a shallow ditch.
Mm.
Streaming out from the ditch are several similarly dried out brooks which point toward the north, southwest, and southeast. And you can smell the stench of rotting flesh close by.
Grand.
Ugh.
Am I planting petunias?
I would rather it when it's alive, thank you. I mean,
Mhm.
disgusting.
This is the dripping wound, I believe. I don't know why. Why do I know that?
I'd probably heard it in a song. It's a very popular way to get information these days.
That is
One of those sleepers.
that's true. It must be one of the songs I learned a while back. I'm trying to think how it went.
All
Let me
right.
start the little. Let me start the little.
So,
the melody.
So Tristram dueled by the wound. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
You what by the wound?
Dueled.
Maybe you should play your flute like Snore.
No, this is not the time for that.
Okay. So if you say so. It is your flute after all. I would play it. I'd shoot, but
If he dueled you, then someone should be waiting. That's how duels work.
We're dueling now.
I think it was just one of the adventures that we had.
Mm. Do you remember what it was about?
I don't even remember if it was an actual adventure we had or not.
Mm.
The one brook though used to be the source of the wound. You see, because I remember when this was filled with water. When that was the case, it used to resemble a puncture with the quote-unquote blood dripping outward from one of these brooks.
Horrifying, but good to know.
indeed.
Just some imagery. It wasn't actual blood. It just it was water, but it
Red
looked like a
water.
wound. No, it was still water.
Oh.
We're just saying it looked like it. Imagine the water in it. Imagine it. Look at the shape of the ditch. It looks like a wound.
I see what you. I see. I could imagine it.
So, here's an odd question, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Water usually goes from north to south, right? Like in this setting?
I mean, like in most cases, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So then that would
I mean,
be.
you could also give me a nature check if you want to be sure.
Alright, I'll try it.
Like if you want to like if you want to use like your if you're trying to call upon your information about nature, you know.
Boone, why are you so book dumb?
A 4, yeah.
4. No modifier.
Um, if anybody else wishes to give it a go, I am also willing to.
I would go with a give.
Yeah, a nature or investigation.
Nature or
Did you say investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Bring that dice thing
I have to roll
back on over here.
Say now, simmer now, no.
That would be an investigation.
A 16.
I'm trying to. Okay, my sheet
Um,
loaded. No, I don't. I didn't even need to load this. Let's go back here.
now tell me kind
Boom.
of how you're. Yeah, with a 14 as well. Kind of explain how you're kind of looking around.
I'm going to be very still, and my eyes are going to slowly be scanning the area. My
Like,
head will
are
turn.
okay. So are y'all kind of keeping a distance from it, or are y'all getting in close, trying to?
Guess I'll get in close. I'll walk up. Sorry, my dog. He's gonna run over
Um,
there.
yeah. So once you get in a little closer, you start to hear. Bzzz, bzzz, and
Mm-hmm.
and you feel a little. You feel something bite you, like just like a tiny bite on your arm.
Ow. Or is it like an itch? No,
Yeah,
I'm just
kind
gonna
of.
look at it.
Yeah, like a mosquito almost.
I'm just gonna look at it and squish it.
Bzzz, and it starts to get louder, and suddenly you see a swarm of insects.
Oh,
Give me
you should
initiative.
start. Oh, I was gonna.
Yeah, y'all are
Alright.
fighting bugs now.
Oh
Yay.
Well,
no.
add them to the roster of shit that wants to kill us.
I like nothing of the sorts.
It's like, damn it, even the bugs.
That's so it seems to keep you on track for the Grim Hollow universe.
23.
Yeah.
11.
17.
All right. Boone is up first, and we'll be
Alright.
doing theater of the mind like last time.
Okay.
Okay. Swarm, swarm, swarm away.
Yeah, it's about a medium like size swarm, so it's enough to take up like the 5 feet normal.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. I'm gonna equip incendiary ammo.
Okay. So that does like fire damage.
Yeah, it does a d4 fire damage.
Yeah.
Boone, I am so tired of this.
Wait a minute. I did this wrong. Hold on.
15 for the first shot.
That will indeed hit.
Okay. bam, and so gun, fire. So 16 to fire out of
All
you know what
right.
I'm at.
Yeah, 16 damage total.
All right. Second shot, 12.
That hits.
All right. Bang, fire, 17 damage.
All right, you wipe out the insects real quick. You just basically flamethrowed them.
Oh,
You were just
lovely.
like,
I didn't want any part of that.
yeah. Boone saw that and was like, kill it with fire.
Literally.
Ingenious idea.
Never would have thought of that myself, but if it's well appreciated.
You're welcome.
Now the good news is though, while both Laxnor and Humi, y'all do manage to notice, like, as y'all kind of examine this, that you do notice that if that like the river, like you can see like where the brook kind of used to flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Based on like like y'all see the patterns in the dirt, and over time, like
Yeah.
the erosion, right? So you can kind of figure out the pattern of the river flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow that, the flow of the stream, you find the mouth uh, of this river leads you to some tall reeds pointing toward the northwest.
Already.
Righty
Well,
then.
what now, boys? What now?
I don't know. What do you suggest? Suggest. Sorry.
Not jesting anything.
Very lax, no of you.
Thank you,
What about
thank
you,
you.
Boone?
Quite.
Where did you say we needed to go? I mean that the water came from. Sorry.
Oh, so above game, y'all basically followed the rivers, like the way it would have flowed, and it led you to the mouth where you found some tall reeds that were pointing northwest.
All right. Well, northwest it is, I guess.
All right.
With the adventure.
Uh, the tiny stream kind of leads directly into an actual lake and a perfectly still body of blue water. Something shines and glints at the bottom of the lake.
All right. You got any more songs for us, Ellen?
Um, Nothing off the top of my head actually at the moment.
All right. Now,
You have
here's the
noted.
next question.
Oh, I was gonna say you also noticed that like while there is more life here with like the water kind of being back,
Mm-hmm.
the leaves here have kind of turned more brown and started to fade.
Hmm. So is this like just time of year shift, or I guess in regards to that color, or are they just like rotting?
I'd say maybe a nature check could tell me. I know you're not doing well at those right now, but that is the type of question you're asking.
Yeah. 7.
7. Um, you can't really,
Fire you.
you can't really tell. You're just like, huh? That's an interesting shade of brown.
Yep. Okay.
I can inspire you.
You
I'll
do
just make
also,
the check myself.
now you do notice that like that the full moon and like fireflies that have been kind of around you this whole time still provide a good coverage of light.
Okay. Cool. Now here's the next question. Who among us can swim? Should be all of us, right?
I can
As
swim.
far as I'm aware, I could.
I mean, as
swim.
far, I
Yeah.
mean, none of y'all have told me that y'all have trouble swimming in your background, so I assume y'all are good to go.
Yeah.
I
So,
am adept at swimming. Well, great, good at swimming.
you want to see what's down there?
I guess so.
Ladies first.
There's no
Oh.
ladies here.
There is one among us.
Goal is a lady.
I'm not usually much of the adventuring type. I'm more the type to sing about the adventures.
Oh, come on, you're on the adventure. You can go down with us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Maybe I could, I could.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
Yes. What's your name?
My name is Boone.
No, it is not.
Boone took a dive into the.
Okay. Humi, can you hold my
Yes.
rifle, please?
Yeah, of course.
No, you don't want me to come with you.
Actually, you know what, Black Snore?
Oh, that's what it should
Here.
be. Boone took a dive into the lagoon. There we go. I found it. I made it work.
Just bubble or something if you get into help. I don't know.
What?
I mean, if you need help. Ooh.
Hells. Okay, here. One of you hold this. I gotta fucking swim. Here you go. He will hand it over to Humi because he's 90% sure that Black Snore will pull his own face off the hands of a gun.
Well, thank you for the trust.
He's like, I can't give it to the child of the group.
Yeah.
And then
Wait,
he
no.
gave it to the child of the group. Curious.
I go and I
That's
hand
you.
like all of the stuff that probably should not be wet, and then I go and I fucking jump in water and start swimming.
Okay. Without any real issue, you managed to find your way into the water and dive down. And if you're really trying to just figure out how this what's down here, you actually make
Mhm.
it. You find out that you can go as far as 30 feet down, um, before you hit the bottom. And when you do, you find that it is carpeted with coins, small trinkets, and a few other knickknacks here and there.
Probably a good
Okay.
thing that Black Snore didn't go. He may have drowned collecting money.
Now, does any of it look important?
Define important.
Not money, but a way forward.
Obviously, quest item.
So you're looking for another
Yeah.
sword-shaped thing.
I'm looking for the objective marker, yes.
You find no sword-shaped things. It's mostly Give me like I guess an investigation or even a religion check, even.
Great. I'll go with investigation.
He's like, investigation, please.
Investigation for 100.
A
God
6.
fucking damn it.
Can I give him inspiration from above the water?
Yes, you can.
And he'd be like, Dude! Oh, no! Did you hear, echoing from above the surface?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's like, you've
I'll look
got
again.
this, Boone. A 20.
Hey.
Dirty.
Yeah, dirty 20, but a 20. From what you can tell, these seem like offerings of some sort. And you can tell that if you took them, it'd probably be a bad idea.
It's a real good thing
Alright.
that Lexnor didn't go down there.
Take. Okay. I will swim back up and come back over to the group. It's an offering pool of some sort.
An offering? please?
Offering.
Yeah.
So
Ideally,
we.
you give something up.
Well, I tell you this now, it's not going to be my flute.
Fucking better not be.
Well, you wouldn't play it, so you might as well.
That's irrelevant.
Oh, you play the flute?
Yes, Boone does.
No.
No. This little one does.
No, not very musically talented.
Mm.
Alright. Throw, I don't know, what have I got on me? Do. Don't want to chuck a health potion in there, that's important. Fuck it, I'll just toss, I don't know, fucking 5 gold in.
Okay.
Are you still in, or did you get out?
Well, I got out, so
Oh,
I could.
Yeah, because he told y'all what it was when he got out, yeah.
And Boone will also grab the stuff of his that he gave to Hume.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go.
Thanks.
In the same condition you got it.
Is anybody else going to make an offering, or is that it?
I think I would probably have waited to see if the offering was worth anything. Although me, above table, knows that's probably a horrible idea. Laxnor, however, was not particular on
Yeah.
offering to the pond.
No, that's fine. Is Hume wanting to offer anything, or is he just watching?
Chris?
Did we lose Chris?
I'm trying to think of what I would offer.
Yeah. You scared us for a second. We were like,
Well, first went for a dip.
Sorry about that. No, yeah. I don't know what I would offer.
Gosh, I just pictured.
mean-
I know you wouldn't have actually done
Old
this.
sport.
I mean, Boone just put 5 gold in, so like,
Yeah.
Put the 5 gold in.
okay, so you're gonna match Boone.
Yep, we'll match his bet.
I just pictured like Boone flicking 5 gold in and Hume just diving for it, like no, because we didn't hear from him after that.
All right.
That would have been funny, although that would not have been probably a wise course of action. But
So after you both put your gold in, suddenly this whirlpool starts to form in the center of the lake. and out comes this resplendent-looking woman made of water. Um, and she's holding a sword, which looks exactly like Tristram's sword from back in the first area at the start of your adventure in this dream world.
Hmm.
Um,
Convenient.
and she doesn't really say a word, but she kind of looks over at the two who made the offering, and she kind of, almost as if she's knighting you, kind of moves the sword around y'all. And all of you, the entire party, feel this kind of lifting of spirit. Above table, y'all have now been put under the bless spell effects for the next hour.
Oh,
Shit.
those two or all of us?
The whole party.
Oh, well that works.
Um, and she kind of just stands there for a minute holding the sword. And she keeps it in like one direction after casting this bless spell on y'all. And she kind of just looks to see what y'all will do.
Alright. What what direction is it pointing?
South.
We will head north.
No, come on. It's been follow the sword or whatever path that the path of violence. So
That's
far,
what I said. South.
Alright, fuck it. South it is.
Yeah, you just let Laxnor think it was his. Yeah, I was gonna say let Laxnor think it's his idea. And so yeah, as y'all go south, the Lady of the Lake kind of just goes back into the whirlpool, and the water stills itself again.
Hmm. You know, I'm beginning to think that Tristram might be from Charnalt.
Seems likely.
And
Could only be good things.
yeah. Uh, Corrections. She was specifically pointing southeast. That's my bad.
Okay. We will head the direction that
Northwest.
So as y'all go the direction of the sword, most of the leaves on the oaks have wilted at this point, giving the full moon a chance to peek out from between bare branches. Its light falls on broken stone structures, once part of a society that lived here, but now reclaimed by sinister-looking fungi. The shadows cast by the stones and trees stretch long across the clearing. Immediately, Boone, Humi, and Laxnor, all three of you notice that in this place, your shadows seem to move a little differently, as though they are almost mocking you.
I don't know at what point this turned from a dream to a nightmare. However, I would like to return to the prior.
And as you say that, like your shadow version kind of just like makes like a sad face, almost like it's making fun of you for complaining.
Stop that, me. Wasn't that awful?
Boone likes to look at a shadow for a moment and then be like, yeah, no. And completely ignore it from then on.
Your shadow kind of just um, kind of does a thinking pose as if it's trying to think, and then it just goes, shrugs, and kind of flips you off, and then
Right,
That's fine.
fucker, you never dealt with the likes of me before, have you?
as
Oh
you
god, I don't know what's
as
gonna happen
as
over
you
the
say
movie.
that, after you say that, your shadow then kind of pulls out one of the guns and goes, as if it's trying to point at you, aims it at you, and just shakes the gun as if it's like jokingly threatening you, and then all of a sudden the gun goes, it almost goes flaccid on the on the actual like the gun just doesn't work.
Yep.
Because basically it caught on that you were
I'll say
threatening
that
it, but also it's like, ha ha ha.
Boone will kind of laugh at that too, and just keep on walking, cause like, what's it gonna do to me? It can't do anything if I don't.
Yeah. So as you kind of continue into the ruins, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, your shadows all kind of climb up onto a kind of like you kind of find yourselves walking towards these weathered stones that are casting a shadow that looks like a stage almost. Um, specifically like almost like a proper mezzanine stage, right?
All right.
And they start to you start to see them kind of take different shapes at this point. Uh, one of them, uh, Boone, yours turns into like this imposing, sinister-looking creature with horns. Um, and then Humi, yours turns into a heavily armored knight wearing a helm adorned with elk's antlers. Um, and the rest of them, Laxnor and even at this point, even uh, Aaron's and Zaphiel's shadows and Elaine's are also kind of joining in on this, and they kind of turn into like different forest creatures and plants. And so, like, you see, like, one of them become a bunny hopping around. Um, and one of them turns into a kind of this person that starts to, like, get on their knees in front of the knight character and starts, like, begging, right? Like, uh, but as they're begging, you see the knight character kind of just cut them down with their sword. And with the and when they do this, you see the more shadowy horned creature shadow kind of goading them into this. Like you can see, like they're kind of hovering over them, almost like they're the knight's shadow. Um, you see another one of the shadows form into uh, another person, and they try to take the sword from the knight. And this shadow, in particular, is holding a lute, and as they try to grab the sword, the knight shadow stabs them through the gut and then cuts upward, killing them as well. And
Interesting.
Ellen is kind of just watching and is just like, wait, is that supposed to be? No, no, it couldn't be.
Didn't it?
Whew. Yikes.
Uh, no. Tristram and I we were out here in the woods helping people, and then I don't.
So, the knight in the Shadow Knight, right,
Mm-hmm.
is
And
correlated to Humi, or the shadows separated?
they're now separated, so they kind of like
Okay.
become like they're now just acting out this kind of play essentially at this point. And it kind of just keeps playing.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, so you kind of keep seeing like the twisted horned figure continue to manipulate the knight into these actions.
Oh.
Terrifying.
And in fact, like you see the horn figure kind of during like one of the parts kind of literally do like the little puppeteer thing where they kind of switch to being above the knight and having like puppet strings attached just to really get the point across.
Damn.
Just in case.
I get the feeling that we're not welcome here.
And eventually the play does resolve, and it ends with just the knight standing there over all these bodies, and the horned figure kind of just slowly engulfing them in darkness, and that's it. And then the shadows kind of revert back to being your shadows.
I don't know whose dream this is, but I'm ready to get the heck out of here.
Yeah. So, how do we leave this area is the question.
Yes. Oh, obviously we need the sword, correct?
Said that cut upward, Caleb?
Yeah.
Or is that like, okay? I guess Boone will look up, kind of at the top of, I guess, what the stage would be.
Give me investigation or perception.
Like to use perception, please. Don't get me wrong, investigation's fun, but Boone isn't smart. That's
24.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
24.
You find a bunch of sticks up here, really, at the top.
Hmm.
None of them really sorted in any way.
8.
Meanwhile, your shadow's kind of just rifling through as if he's like just in a manic looking for like he's just swiping at things as if he's trying to find anything, as if he's just clueless as to like what he's looking for.
Hmm.
That's confidence inspiring. Okay. Well,
Meanwhile, Ellen is kind of just sitting on one of the rocks, kind of rocking back and forth.
Oh yeah, the Critical Rock.
With her holding her lute very closely.
Um, just for giggles, I think Laxnor would cast Firebolt at the stage.
You're gonna use a... Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna cast Firebolt in the general vicinity of the stage.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's firebolt, so, it's not
Oh, yeah. I guess I need to see if I hit him. That would probably be important, wouldn't it?
I'll say
I mean,
you
it's
just...
nothing there, but yeah.
I'll say you don't even need to roll.
Okay.
You
Well, on that
toss...
note, yeah.
Plus, it's firebolt. Usually, they would have... If there was something there, they would be rolling against.
Okay, so it just passed through the stage, or does it hit something?
It just, kind of, are you aiming at, where the shadows were doing their play, specifically, or are
Yeah.
you... Okay, yeah, so you throw firebolt at it, and it just kind of hits, it just hits the rocks, right? And,
Now, does the light from the fire cause any effect?
it does make the shadows kind of wave a little bit, right? Because, you're casting a new source of light.
Yeah.
And it actually makes your shadows kind of disappear for a second as there's multiple light sources now creating contradicting shadow locations. And eventually
they have a reaction.
when they get back, they kind of yours specifically creates a little ball in its hand, and it is flipping off the sky, and then it throws the ball, and it doesn't really matter whose other shadow, but one of your other shadows magically pulls out a stick and just hits it as if they're hitting a baseball, and it just soars away, and all of them just flip off the little ball as it flies off and disappears.
They have quite the sense of humor. This would do great in the city. However, it does not help us in this decrepit forest.
That'd be right.
I'm having a bit too much fun with this as a DM.
Oh no, I'm enjoying it, however.
However, y'all are we want to solve this puzzle.
Alright. You know what? Boo's just gonna start rummaging through shit.
Even your own?
Not what I meant. Yeah, even...
You going on the stage?
Basically, Boo's just gonna start frantically looking for things. Because it seems whatever we try to do, our shadows do the opposite, right? So...
That's a great idea, Boone. I'm gonna look at Hume and I'm like, Hume, I will throw another fireball at you. Are you ready?
Hold on. Maybe don't. And friendly fire on our teammate.
Oh, I mean, Shadow Hume hit the ball away like it was nothing. Surely, real Hume can do the same thing. Isn't that right, Hume?
Chris?
The silence is deafening.
You there, Chris? Okay.
Yep.
We'll just... yep.
Wait. Hello? Chris? No, thought I heard him. I'm tripping.
Oh, well. It's all good. But yeah, so yeah, as you're kind of just rummaging through everything, you kind of just find everything here and there. Let me see. I think that's a good thing to roll here.
Yeah, this is a gamble, and it may not work at all.
I am
What?
curious to see what the outcome is.
Let's make this another. You know what? I almost want to do make you roll a D100 and make you do a just have this be a chance thing.
Alright. So, D100 then?
Yep.
Okay. 7.
Okay. Um, as you're rifling through your bag, you manage to because you're just rummaging through everything, right? Trying to remember let me look at your equipment here just to make sure you have what I think you have. Because otherwise, then that's pointless. What I just made you do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you pull out your silvered saber, and when you do,
Alright.
it casts a light a shadow, right?
Yeah.
And as you pull out the saber, for the first time in a moment, since y'all have gotten into this clearing, your shadow actually does what you are doing, and it also pulls out a sword. Um, and then they specifically start to not do what you're doing, and they point the sword in a direction.
In which direction would that be?
East.
Alrighty.
Alright. Looks like we're going east.
Okay.
All right. As y'all go this way, your shadows eventually disappear. And Lynn is kind of shaking as y'all move out of here. And into this clearing, you are surrounded by the rotting corpses of long dead oak trees. It is, and the clearing itself is nearly empty. Even the grass has withered to nothing, leaving in its place a layer of wet, rotting mush of dead plant life and fallen leaves. Dead center in the clearing sits a rundown wooden post. The post has 4 smaller signs branching off of it in the 4 cardinal directions. A piercing howl splits the night. Something has changed about this forest. And I'll go ahead and show y'all the post. But y'all also immediately notice that Alin is now a skeleton.
Oh, shit.
That escalated quickly.
What? What
Like
is it?
animated skeleton?
What
Or
is it?
dead skeleton?
What is it? What are y'all freaking out about?
Um,
I thought I saw a ghost, but it was my imagination.
Oh, woo!
yeah, that's...
Yeah, ghosts can be scary.
Yep. Yes,
it's-
they can.
And here's the
yeah,
sign.
it turns out my shadow decided to give me
Yeah,
one fucking less scare.
there's the signpost. But yeah, she's an animated skeleton now.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
So y'all are not gonna point it out to her, or
No. No. That sounds awful.
Be rather rude, don't you think?
which way do you think we should go now?
um. Yeah, boom. That after you. Um. You lead the way.
Northwest, southeast. Okay. What? Yeah. These are all. I don't know if any of these are. You know what? I'm just gonna go fucking slap the sign. Post.
Okay.
When you do, it kind of just shakes in the mud, and that's when you notice how like kind of loose the mud is beneath your feet.
All right.
Do you kind of
Um.
do you
I'll-
kind of look at that, or are you kind of just shaking
yeah.
it? Um,
Yeah, I'll examine that.
yeah. So as you like kind of examine that, you notice that scribbled in the mud beneath the signpost is a cryptic message that says, "Follow, um, follow the sword," with a specifically it's S dash WORD.
Yes,
So,
word.
Yeah, so it's kind of spelled out like that.
south.
Huh. How'd you ever arrive at that conclusion?
The S is capitalized.
Ah. Because I was thinking we were following the shit. To be honest, that's been tracking. Looks at
All right.
Ellen, or whatever her name is. I cannot wait to get out of this dream and have one of my own, because whoever this belongs to needs to wake up.
I don't think I can go any further.
Well, what makes you say that?
I just I don't I don't want to go further.
And so you aim to stay here?
If it means that I don't have to face, and she kind of like stops mid sentence.
Do what you may.
I'll say this. There are many things that, well, death can bring. Certainty is one of them.
Why are we talking about
But
death?
if you
The forest, of course.
Yeah,
Seems to be
yeah,
dying.
yeah. The forest is dying. That's what it is.
mm,
Quite. Isn't
well,
that right, Boone?
yeah, stay here if you prefer. I understand.
Uh, good luck to you. I hope you find
Mhm.
the answers you're looking for.
Yes, and if we see your friend, we'll tell him you said hello.
Yeah.
Well, off we go then. We
All right.
leading the way.
Yeah, south.
All right. As y'all go south, the sound of metal clanging against metal splits the desolate quiet of the forest. Two spectral figures duel, flying about the barren clearing in a flurry of strikes and parries. One figure wields an axe, the other a sword, and as y'all get closer, you see two Charnaltian gentlemen fighting each other. They appear a bit as they do appear as spectral beings, though, but they do seem as if they are actually trying to still cut each other. And the one with the axe yells, "Have you no sense? The line is stained with the grapes of desire. My affection, his lips, and his hands. A comma belongs after his lips, blackguard." Um, and then the other uh, one kind of blocks the attack with his sword just barely by pushing the hilt of the axe away from like using the sword to kind of grab at part of the actual hand like hilt of the axe rather than the axe itself. Uh, and kind of pushes him back and goes, uh, "No, omitting the comma adds ambiguity to the piece and makes it more dramatic."
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Was it not something of something, poets or something?
Bards.
Oh, never mind then.
Bards this, bards that. Real quick, speed run what they were talking to each other about.
From what you can pick up, they are arguing over comma placement in this line of whatever they're talking about. The line being
What's the bloody line?
the line being stained with the grapes of desire, my affection, his lips, and his hands. The one with the axe believes that the comma belongs after his lips. The one with the sword believes that omitting a comma adds ambiguity. Um, so yeah.
Hmm. Well then.
And
This is
yeah.
not what I was expecting.
Well, there's supposed to be two commas in that sentence.
Well, there's so that is the argument though. So you are on the side of the one with the axe then.
Yeah.
Well, given the course of things, I would say we should be in favor of a sword personally, but
Aye.
Sorry, I'll just kind of stand back, or y'all just trying to decide still.
no, we're picking. Oh. Well,
I mean, quite literally. My affection, his lips, his hands. And his hands. There wouldn't be a comma after and his hands, that would be a period.
then, well, Boone is the poet, so I will trust in what Boone says.
Literally. Boone. Literally anyone else would be more suited to this.
So yes, I
Huey,
will do
what do
what
you
Boone
think?
said.
So I'm sorry. What's going on? I'm sorry.
I believe you asked Huey, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
yeah.
What was?
Oh,
Oh my
there he
gosh,
is.
he's alive?
He's alive.
My lie.
You
Oh.
missed the whole conversation topic a little while ago, but yes.
Yeah.
Well then.
So speedrun, what you're missing. Y'all are in a new section where they are arguing over a line of a poem. And one of them is saying where a comma should be, and the other one believes that the comma should be omitted for dramatic flair, essentially.
Uh,
Do you understand with the comma or without the comma? I believe Boone went with
And
the
I can
comma, if
and
I'm
I can
not mistaken.
yeah.
and and I will show like kind of what it would look like without the comma, just so you can see like the original like line, like so it'd be my affection, comma, his lips and his hands. But if you go with the one with the extra comma, which is the one carrying the axe, it would be my affection, comma, his lips, comma, and his hands.
Hmm.
You can see why there'd be an argument here, right? Because this is very. That's the thing about art. It's very.
Yes. Definitely can see.
It's a little subjective, especially when you read it out loud. It's a different reading it out loud if you read it like differently. Because it would be my affection, his lips and his hands, or my affection, his lips and his hands. You kind of hear it.
I'm going with the comma.
Yeah.
I take this to be a list.
That's what we'll go with then. Hello?
Okay.
Alrighty. Yes, we got it.
Yeah, we got you. So in that case, who's speaking up for the party? I guess.
Axeman.
And as you like say that, the one with the sword goes, "This is about honor among men. I I do not know how you do it in Soma, but in Charnault, a duel is sacred. It is more than who wins and who loses. Interrupting a duel has grave consequences, not just for you, but for the duelists themselves. You can't undo a duel, unless, of course, you're Ghost."
I'm just gonna turn and make a hard side eye towards Boone.
Ironically, as they're the Ghost, because they literally,
Yes.
they're literally specters.
I was like, yeah, we're the ghosts. Yes. From their perspective, I assume that may be true.
So Boone, are you stepping in for them, or was Laxnor?
Sufficient.
Did we get
Good.
Humi back just to lose Boone?
Mayhaps.
Sorry, I
Oh.
needed to piss.
Oh, okay, you're good.
That
We
happens.
got Humi back, only to lose you for a second there. They decided to go with the comma, and so they're. I guess you're the spokesman. So
Fuck. All right.
I did speak up to the man, and I don't know
And-
if you heard that part, but
yeah, the one with the sword was just like yada yada yada. Don't know how you do it in Soma. In Charnault, duels are sacred. Yada yada yada. You can't undo a duel unless, of course, you're Ghost. And then Laxnor side-eyed you on
Yeah.
that one.
he said unless we're the ghosts.
Interesting.
Quite.
I'll say this: I think that adding the comma does, in fact, make it more dramatic. You just would need to slow down the pacing a bit. That's what you wanted, right? To preserve the drama. And it's
Uh,
also written correctly. So why not put one there?
give me a persuasion check. So are you trying to specifically, because it sounds like your argument kind of came twofold. It sounded like your argument was keep the comma, but also compromise a little bit by slowing it down.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood what you were asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Seems like both of those are important and they can be done in a dramatic 15.
They
The level of excitement.
so they kind of stop and kind of look at each other for a second, and they're like, you know that could work. Yes, I can see it now. So it would be more like his affection, his lips, and his hands. Yes, yes, yes. Quick, grab your pen. Um, and so the one with the axe runs off to go get something to write with. Um, and then the one with the sword kind of looks back at y'all and is just like, you know, all this is very familiar. It's almost as if this has happened before. Except it was that one night. You know who I'm talking about, Elaine? Alan? Yes. It was that Sir Tristram person. Yes. They I think they were the one who intervened when we had this argument.
I thought Ellen cowered it out.
Sorry, Alan. Sorry, very similar. So similar pronunciation of name, but spell it. So Alan was the other writer.
Oh, I see. You didn't happen to see which way he went last time, did you?
So Tristram, yes, Valen, and so the one with the sword gestures eastward. Yes, they went that way. Afterwards.
Thank you. We go east.
And now that y'all have made it through the actual maze, I can show y'all the frickin' map for it.
Yes.
Because I've had the master map this whole time, but y'all couldn't see it because y'all are not supposed to know which way to go.
Oh.
Oh boy.
So yeah. So this is the map. So yeah,
Bye, Albert.
so yeah, y'all started at the bottom, and then you went to the knighting ceremony, then you went to the feast, dripping moon, lady, like in the lady, shadow ruins, which way, and then the ghostly duel.
Interesting.
And so,
Whew.
but now y'all are no longer in the maze. Y'all are now somewhere different. Let me pull up the map for that. Um, the ground is thick with pitch black mud. Um,
Ooh.
slowing the march forward. Eventually, the woods open up once more to reveal someone in a brilliant suit of armor that gleams in the light of the full moon. An imposing antlered helm conceals their face. The armor is held in place by the branches and roots of dead oaks and covered in blood, mud, and a viscous ooze. The ooze drips from the plate armor to the ground, sizzling where it lands. And actually, I can show y'all exactly what they look like.
Alrighty. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, our friend here has indeed seen better days.
And from the almost this guttural, deep voice goes, "Visitors, how wonderful!" And the sinister laugh fills the grove. "You're just in time to see it, you know. The
That's okay, thank you.
the delicious corruption of the perfect night." And at this point, I'm gonna need initiative.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, bring out the old dice roller.
Time for violence.
That worked too. No. Next one actually coming out swinging.
Oof. Natural 1. Total of 8.
Okay. Tammy, you got your initiative? Chris?
What's the question?
Initiative.
That.
It's time for a fight.
Yep.
You said this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Let's roll.
This feels like a group project where like 3 people did half the work and Zephiel and Aaron just slacked off.
Well, they're supposed to be in the background. You're supposed to be the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make them do all the work. Then what will y'all do?
Fair enough.
Be the one slacking off.
Be beautiful heroes.
Well, funny enough though, it's actually Aaron who's gonna go first.
Good.
Tanachi, I guess.
Start your stuff.
Tanachi, I guess, kind of like disappeared during the party.
Yeah.
He's okay.
I was gonna say that won't be a problem later now.
He's okay. He's somewhere. In reality, he woke up from. He was like, "Man, this dream's boring."
God. It's just wandering around. Fuck this, I'm out.
All right. So Aaron is gonna go ahead and let's see. Checking what certain things are. Oh, good. He's gonna go ahead and fire with his crossbow. Damn. Don't think that hits. Yeah, no. So then he's gonna try to swing with his rapier as he's gonna go in. Which is also a +5. Because it's all dex. That will still miss.
Okay.
It is now. Let's see. Bonus actions. Anything worth doing right now? That might actually be it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So that means it is now Humi's turn.
Right.
Alright, strong man, get out there and show 'em what you can do.
Alright. We'll see what we can do. My screen's off. No. What the hell is this thing? Alright. Let me just ease my way on up. Then we're gonna try to hit this fella. So let's see. It's plus my 11, right, to hit. I always forget this every single
Yeah, it should be plus your
attack.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
26. Okay, that will definitely hit.
Nope.
For
Never mind.
and what weapon was that?
That's
your
my magic longsword.
Okay, your longsword.
My magic
Okay.
longsword.
All right. So with that, you see like this like kind of ichor that was like kind of twisted within the armor, right? And it kind of almost like how in Spider-Man 3 when Venom kind of like shrieks off of the body for a second.
Yeah.
You see that happen essentially. And where were you aiming? The options being head, left arm, left leg, right leg.
Right leg.
All right. So, you see, like it kind of this creature kind of split amongst the body parts. Um, and let me double check.
Oh shit. Caleb,
Yeah.
in game.
Uh-huh.
We're still under the effects of Bless from like Lake Lady, right?
Yeah. Is there something I miss?
Yeah, just that we're still under Bless.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if there was anything I missed regarding that should
Yeah.
have happened.
Yeah, we
I
can.
guess not yet, probably, but
whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Oh, okay. I don't think that would have. Actually, that would have affected Aaron. Oh well. Because I think he would
Sorry,
have.
Aaron.
Because he could have potentially then hit. But oh well.
I wasn't paying attention at the time.
That's fine. I forgot to. Also, it's up to 3 creatures, so it actually would be you 3 that would have been picked.
So
Hey.
Black Snore, Boone, and Humi.
Yeah, so that makes more sense, anyways. Alright, and so yeah, the gooey thing kind of, the ichor kind of splits amongst the body parts. Let's see. Yeah.
Whew.
So then you are set. Trying to double check. Do you have? I mean, you're level 8, so you should have multi-attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to go again, Chris.
I rolled a 1 on my second attack.
Oh, that was the attack. Sorry.
Yeah, that was my attack.
Sorry, I thought that was the damage. I was reading that wrong.
No. But my damage for this next one is going to be 21.
21 damage. Then yeah,
he
you.
hits you hard. He hits you fucking hard, doesn't he?
Where were you hitting? Oh, you said it was the leg. You said it was the leg. Right.
Yeah, we'll go after that same leg. Yeah, the same.
Yeah, left leg. Right. Is that what you said?
Either one. Right on there.
Okay. Which right leg. Okay. Either way, whichever leg it is, it's free now. It's no longer covered in that ichor.
I see. So we have to now get all of the ichor off of the body.
Hmm.
It's a zombie. Ooh, zombie.
All right, and then
Ichor
is it just 2 at this point? He's not high enough level for it to be more than that yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Only
Only-
fighters really get more.
Unless you take certain feats.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then it's Laxnor's turn.
Ah.
Actually, hold on. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, it's only a D4. He'd still miss. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry, I was like, oh, I guess that's why Seth brought it up. I was like, wait. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, 12 would not be enough, even if he maxed out at 4.
Okay, so how is he doing so far? Can I tell?
So
Like, is he showing
I
signs?
think he just communicated to you a big thing, which is that
Oh.
hey, we gotta get rid of this ichor,
Oh, yes.
and he just freed one of the legs, so.
Well. Let's see. I think I will play it safe and just go with a Scorching Ray. For now. I want to see how fire does.
Okay.
So, Dice. That dice rolled on a 1. Well,
And the D4 is not going to help you there.
nope. So, not much better.
Inspire.
That still won't help you.
I'll inspire him.
Oh, you'll inspire?
Well, I mean, I get to shoot 3.
Oh, okay. I'll let you.
I mean, you
Okay.
could inspire me, but I mean, that was
Inspire.
alright, so I guess I'm re-rolling the second one.
He's infiring you.
Fire.
That's better.
Yep.
Freeze.
21.
Okay. Should I go ahead and do damage on that or roll the last one?
Go ahead and roll the last one.
Oof, my god.
Roll the D4.
Okay. 4. So 18?
You hit. Yep.
Okay, so 2 of them did hit. Nice. That's 2d6 each.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Oops. Okay. D6. I guess I will just roll 3 additional, so I have 3
Yeah.
and 11, so 14 fire damage.
All right. The whatever body part you're aiming at still hanging in there, but it. Well, let me double check
Oh.
something. Hold on.
I was gonna say, I was kind of hopeful fire was effective.
Yeah, no. It's not anything extra. So yeah.
Well, that was a science experiment. So either way, 14 damage. And on that note, I guess I'm fine where I'm at. I don't think I actually need to move. I have 3 friends in front of me.
All right.
Definitely
Well,
not shields.
It is now Zaphiel's turn. So let me go ahead and.
That was a good experiment.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't realize I had already used one of those spell slots. Oops. I forgot. I must have done that before.
Well. Yeah,
Oh,
it must. Yeah, it must have been when you were fighting the twisted wolf creatures. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all
Yeah, you did use some fire on that. I'm remembering.
Yep. It's hard to say, but fire is usually good on killing most things, so it's good to start with testing fire.
Yeah. Alright, so our mercenary fellow is gonna go ahead and make his way over there. And then he's gonna go ahead and swing. Dang. Come on, buddy. I know you can do better than that. Nope. No! Come on, buddy. Not even none of them.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I remember you said 18 hits.
It's a toughie. He's gonna use action surge.
Alrighty.
That's a hit.
We take it.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Hey, he missed on the first time, but on that action surge, he came around.
Bro, to crank up to full power.
And then, he's gonna finish off the, where were you aiming on that last one?
You said we freed up a leg.
Is that what you wanted to do? Free the other
Yeah,
leg?
I guess we. Yeah, let's just go for the other leg.
Okay, then yeah, he frees the other leg. All right.
Okay, nice.
And then he still has damage that he can give. All right, he did 21 damage, which will free another body part.
Nice.
Should it be his head or one of his arms? Or sorry, their head or one of their arms?
Um, I'm going to say that if he does another one, I mean, I would say probably arm, but that's just me.
Okay,
me
then
personally.
they free so he frees one of their arms. So. And, let's see here. What happens during that? So you notice, that, Tristram kind of has to switch from like a 2-arm stance with the longsword to a 1-arm stance as the freed arm kind of pulls away from holding the sword.
Whew,
Hmm.
that's a good sign for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means you take less damage.
Yeah.
If you get hit, because a longsword hitting you with both arms versus just one arm does make a difference in damage. It is now Boone's turn, though.
Oh, shit. Alright, cool. I figured this guy might go before me, but... Hey man, I'll take my free licks on him. So Caleb,
Mm-hmm.
this like black gooey stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a like aberration or undead? If either.
I will say it is.
Or is this a case of like where favorite enemy would not apply?
Unfortunately, in the case of the Ichor itself, it's just an ooze. So
Hmm.
it's not, yeah, it's not either.
So it's a does not apply. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Now I could take out my gun and just set him on fire.
Could.
Could. I mean, it's a good strategy. Could also just run up and start smacking him with the sword. Yeah, I'm Alright. I will go. Boone will go over. Let's see, that's 20, 25. There we go. I'll take out my gun.
Yeah.
And I will put the incendiary bullets in.
So anyways, he started blasting.
Anyway, I started blasting. Again. 17, and the D4 from Bless. 18.
Alright, that hits.
Okay. Bam. And bam. Whew.
19.
19 fire damage from the first shot.
Alright, last arm or head?
I'll go with a head.
Okay, so you free, and you kind of see, like, Tristram's head kind of tilt back a little bit as the ooze kind of tears away and falls to the mud dead.
All right. Should do it. I mean, I guess combat's not over, so
Yeah, still have an arm.
yeah. So blast that arm. 22. And I guess for bless 23 to hit.
Yep.
Here.
I mean, you didn't need the bless on that one, but yeah.
You know what? Just to be excessive. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba. Bang. And fire damage. That's 16 for that one.
It is still hanging in there.
Ah. But you act my next ability.
Mm-hmm.
My Doomstalker ambush. I got a third shot.
Third shot.
Yep.
You see, they actually unlocked Boone's trap card.
Pretty much.
Lord.
It fucking damn it.
Yeah, that misses.
17. Damn. Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
And let me double check something. Tristram's gonna go. And you see the non-ooze arm grab the sword from the oozed arm and swing. By the way, this is a great sword. Not just any, like... sorry, yeah, no, this is a long sword. Sorry. Usually it's a knight thing, so it's a great sword usually, but it is a long sword. I forgot, Tristram's small for a knight. So they swing at the oozed arm. And let's see if they hit. Sorry, it's getting numbers in wrong. Hey, it hits!
Hey.
So, thanks to y'all, all it takes is that last strike. I don't even have to roll damage. It was 1 HP left. Thanks to y'all are able to help Tristram free themselves.
Nice.
And, that last sticker hits the mud. And as these droplets of corrupting ooze drip from branches and roots, trickling across the glade, they start to coagulate into a single figure. The viscous, villainous form of Vetra. The spirit of nature throws back its head and roars in frustration. Ah! You freed him!
Mm-hmm.
We did. What of it?
And, there's Vetra. Let me actually let y'all see Vetra in full. I might put a picture in here. Did I forget to put Vetra in here? Thought I had Vetra ready in the handouts.
We've got. Well, the good news is they're in alphabetical order.
Hold on, I can get him in. I can get him in here real quick. just have to actually do it. That's all. I made it. I just forgot to, I guess, put them in there. Well, I don't have it. Oh well.
That's fine.
Anyways, yes. I mean, you can kind of get a good view if you zoom in on the token. But yeah, at this point, Tristram kind of steps forward and kind of nods at y'all as if to like thank y'all, but also kind of acknowledge that this is their fight.
I guess we just give him the old head nod of reckoning, you know. Yeah, have at it. Because I was not too keen myself, but you know, hey.
Sorry,
Hey,
y'all
you
step.
best
Yeah.
you best not lose.
All right. So y'all just step back and let Tristram do what they need to do.
Well, since he wants to settle it as a personal matter, I don't see why not. It's not like we can't help him cheat anyway if things go sideways.
Yeah. Although not sportsmanlike, it would get us the heck out of here.
So Tristram and Vetra begin to go at it, but it doesn't take long. Very quickly, you see Vetra shoot out their pseudopods and start to drain Tristram, killing them. And y'all are then kind of fading away as you return to the dream town.
No.
And
Maybe we
it
should
is
have chipped in there.
and it is now morning.
Um,
Let me give us a little adjustment on the music here. Now that we're
alrighty then.
bringing back this old classic. Um,
Well,
and y'all wake
Uh,
up next to Tristram, and they kind of shake their head a bit. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all saved me.
mm-hmm.
so it would seem.
Thank you. That 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 nightmare was just unimaginable. I
I would say so myself, yes.
we need to free we need to free others.
All
Oh,
right.
but who could do such a thing?
Uh, you can, but I'm willing to help you. I you see, I I know what happened to me now.
Oh,
I'm dead,
yeah.
and y'all woke me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. With
No,
that.
I
I don't.
no. I'm glad you woke me. It's better that I know the truth instead of living in denial as if I was some hero, and instead I killed my friend. Killed a lot of people.
Well, it happens. I mean, some may say we've been a similar boat. Isn't that right, Boom?
We're not good men all the time, but we try.
Well, you see, Ellen and I we ventured into the woods, intending to find the source of the corruption within the Dark Oak Grove.
Mm.
I thought Vetra was a true spirit of nature. He promised to help get rid of the Grove's corruption. I didn't
I
even
see.
I didn't even care about the power. I just wanted to save people, but instead I led them to doom.
Don't beat yourself up. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, well,
In
you
the
know
end,
they say about the path to hell,
well,
paved with good intentions and all that. Still,
are y'all
we'd
dead
be.
too?
Oh, we'll come back to that. We're working on it.
At this point, we're still hoping not.
Pretty
If you-
sure I'm alive.
If you are alive, promise me you'll finish Vetra off in the real world.
We'll certainly do our best. I mean, I don't want to give you hopes up, but
Aye.
No, I need your word as heroes.
Boom, is he talking to us? Heroes.
I
Are
don't know
you-
why
you-
I've changed Boone's vocal pattern.
Are you not heroes? You saved me, and you're here to save the rest of us.
Well, I'll look into it. I'll do what I can.
Yes. What he said.
Well,
All right.
look, you can have all the herbs and plants you need from my garden. Take whatever you need. Also, I don't want this anymore. And they take off their helm and hand it to y'all. It's much safer with anyone else.
Now, who could wear this? I imagine Lexar just kind of looks at it puzzled. Yes.
So, why? No offense. Just do something. As Boone taps his knuckles on the I guess forehead guard.
Yeah, and so because it's like this antlered helm, right? And you
Yeah.
tap like the forehead, and it's a pretty. I mean, it's a pretty item. I mean, you can't really tell what it would do because you're not exactly the type of person to be able to tell that.
Yeah.
Am I the type of person to be able to tell that?
Magic Man,
That
what does this do?
That depends. Did you finally get like any sort of like detect magic spell since last time we had you to have the opportunity to do so?
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, hold on.
You're like, wait, actually, I might actually have that this time.
Yeah. I do have detect magic, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
That quite literally detect magic, but
I think I would need. let me double check what I would actually need because
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if that helps us a whole lot, but I mean I could determine if it is magic. What's cool?
Man, it would be really bad if me just like wrapping my knuckles on it just now caused it to explode or something.
As the black hole opens up.
nobody has identify, do they?
I was just looking, and unfortunately, no, I did not take identify.
I got it.
Hey,
I got
thanks.
absorb elements.
I mean, thankfully y'all do know the local, magic shop owner,
Oh, that is true.
yeah,
and it is sun up now.
yeah. So she would be open.
Tristram goes, "Oh, and don't worry, I'll make sure to continue doing whatever I was doing beforehand, so that way, um,
Oh yeah. Be careful.
yeah, I'll keep pretending to,
Octavian.
yeah. I need to make sure to keep doing what Octavian was having me do. So, um, but y'all can also still reach out to me if you need to.
Yeah. That reminds me. Griselda, right? Do you know anything about her?
Um, not really. I mean, to be fair, we don't really get a lot of freedom to get to know everybody. Um, but yeah, I guess the real trick now is who do we wake up next?
We got Anatole and Skip are on the list.
And with that, we're gonna call it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we're 2 hours in. It's right. So much happened. Um,
Oh damn.
so y'all now have you now have Tristram's helm. Uh, you also have access to Tristram's farm, which you can use to get some healers kits or poisoners kits. Um, depending on how you decide to use it. But also you free Tristram from
Yeah.
Octavian's little thing, even though because I was curious how that would go because y'all told Octavian you were gonna do what he wanted, but y'all very clearly didn't. But it also
Yeah.
but it also was by accident. It seems.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily.
A purposeful choice.
Yeah, I feel like we were doing what we thought was helping.
Yeah, because basically, and I can talk about it post game. That can be post game talk, but of like, I think y'all figured out though the secret of like how to decide though. I think y'all figured out the secret, but I don't want to give it away if y'all haven't. But I guess we'll find out who you're going for next, as well as what does the helm do, as well as other cool
What the
things.
helm do?
Actually, I can tell you what it does now. Y'all don't gotta go to the magic shop, because Tristram would know.
Yeah.
It can cast Eldritch Blast as a cantrip at will. It makes Charisma your spellcasting ability modifier for it,
Okay.
because it is Eldritch Blast. I mean, it's gonna be Charisma. Sorry. You you also know you would also know Sylvan as a language though,
Oh.
All right.
and while attuned to it, you'll hear the whispers of Vetra.
Oh.
Good. There's a curse.
In fact, you would gain a new you would gain a new flaw from it.
And
No.
Raid, this fucking spirit won't shut up.
The
So
real question is, which one of us would be bold enough to wear it?
Well, it seems kind of fucked up for me to set Andrew up like this, but He's got a great track record with spirits.
It is true.
He's still, for some reason, even though he woke up, I guess he went back to sleep after he left the dream world, and he's still like just sleeping on one of Tristram's like cots. Um,
Well,
but yeah, we'll find out though who's gonna get the helmet next time. We'll find out who y'all are gonna try to help next time, or if y'all make their lives worse, depending on your choices. But that's going to be it for this time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you really like our content, check out the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out our Discord, also linked down below, to become a part of our community. Are they back? For sure? I know we said they were last time, but...
Oh, yeah, they are.
Okay, well then, yeah. Let's shout out our friends over at the Steam_Dungeon over on YouTube, and they also do some D&D. They've got their own campaign, Trials of Nebu, right?
Trials of Nebu.
Yep, and that is usually they're live 5 to 7 on Sundays. But you can also just catch the VOD if you're not able to hit those times. And so that's everything I can think of. Anybody else got something they need to?
no, I believe that should do it.
Okay. In that case, we'll see y'all next time. Have a good night. Bye.
Later.